Today I'm here with Captain Nemo and we're talking about another game that you could be playing while you wait for Diablo Immortal, because Diablo Immortal is not out yet, and today we're focusing in on Diablo 3. What is up, my friends? My name is Echo and welcome back to the Diablo channel, where I'm going to be focusing heavily on Diablo Immortal. And today Captain Nemo and I are talking about why Diablo 3 is a very good option of a game to play while we're waiting for Diablo Immortal, because of course we know we're still waiting. It's not out yet. Now, Diablo 3 is not a mobile game, but it is still the closest experience you can get right now to Diablo Immortal, besides being on a phone. What's going on, Nemo? How you doing today, brother?
Very well. Thank you for having me, Echo. Hello to the entire Echo fam once again. Super excited to be here. We're talking about Diablo 3 and Immortal, two awesome games.
Yeah, I completely agree. And what inspired me to make this video here today was a video that you put on your channel, which I'll be linking in the description and at the end of this video, which is why should people be playing Diablo 3 in 2020, which is right now. So if you guys want to hear those reasons, check out his video. But why don't we switch the scene, get to some Diablo 3 footage, and put this Diablo Immortal footage aside. Before we do, guys, make sure you sub the channel and ring the bell for daily videos on Diablo Immortal when it finally comes out. And don't forget to head on over to my boy's channel, Scrappy Academy, and give him a subscription over there as well if you like the content that he's putting out. Alright, Nemo, so now we're here looking at some footage of Diablo 3 that I was playing and recording earlier today, and this is where we start talking about why Diablo 3 is a game that people could still be and should still be playing in 2020, and why it's a great game to play as we wait for Diablo Immortal. So think back to when you made that video, Nemo, and why don't you share with our audience over here on the Echo Gaming Diablo channel a few of the reasons why this game is insane still 6 or 7 years later and is the best option. Talk to us.
Sounds good. So my first and most important reason that I still play Diablo in 2020 is because of the support that it gets from the developer. There are so many updates to the game. There are so many different things that they do all the time. They add a whole bunch of gear. They add a whole bunch of different things that switch things up. They kind of adjust and add new sets, new characters. They even talk about adjusting character power levels and etc. There's so many different things that they do. It completely changes the game. And when you play Diablo, most of the time you're obviously playing PvE, sorry. So when you're doing that, you're doing a lot of rifting. Once you play Diablo and you finish through 1 through 70 and you get to the end game, it's all about really greater rifts, right? It's all about trying to beat and get the highest score in the greater rifts and do it in the quickest time, as well as doing like the challenge rifts and etc. And these tweaks change the game completely.
Yeah, and that's the main thing that I've been focusing on when people say we don't want to wait anymore for Immortal, and that is Diablo. I mean, not even only Diablo, but Blizzard, they support their games really forever. And that's something that I hope, and I really do feel they're going to bring over to when we're playing Diablo Immortal, even though it's on mobile. So how many years have it been? 6 or 7 since Diablo 3, Nemo?
I think it's been 7, right?
All right, I think so. So whatever, either way, that's a really long time to support a game, and we've had no Diablo since then. Diablo Immortal is going to be the next installment of Diablo, a brand new game. And my thought, my plan, my vision is that they are going to support this game, Diablo Immortal, just as they've been supporting Diablo 3. So you mentioned support, I just had to throw that in there. But yeah, if a game is getting new content, if things are changing, if new gear sets are going to be coming out every season, that shows that the developers are there supporting the game and that there's new content for us all the time. PvE, no PvP. But what else do you got for us, bud?
Well, the next thing that's really, really exciting, and what brings me back to Diablo all the time, is the fact that there are seasons. So a season, basically, you can play a seasonal character or a regular character, right? And a regular character, you take them, you level them up, or her, and you get to whatever, and you continue doing that and playing your rifts. And a seasonal character, you actually lose and start from the beginning every time. And what that does is it really forces you to play with a whole bunch of different characters, with a whole bunch of different gear sets. It's a lot of fun to start from the beginning and kind of not have all your gold and all of the sets and everything and just play from start. It changes your gameplay every time, and that's why I keep coming back to Diablo every time.
Yeah, and honestly, on my other channel, guys, if you don't know, I cover Clash of Clans, and sometimes it's fun to just start over again. And every season here in Diablo 3, you have that opportunity to start over again, to start a new character with the new sets. You could basically figure out what sets are going to be upgraded, powerful, or the best ones for that season, and you can start a brand new character with all the brand new sets, all while keeping your old ones as well, so you don't have to get rid of or trash anything that you've done in the first place. Now, with all that being said, something that's really simple that Nemo didn't even mention is Diablo 3 is a heck of a lot of fun to play with a bunch of your friends. You're jumping into a game. I mean, if you're here, you already understand Diablo, you know action RPGs. There's no better action RPG out there than Diablo in my opinion, but you're slaying demons, it's brutal, it's dark, it's aggressive, and it's just it is probably the best action RPG out there right now, and I expect Immortal to even exceed what is going on here in Diablo 3 for people that are comfortable and maybe into playing on mobile devices like myself. But that's 2 tips for you guys. Let's get into the 3rd tip. So now, what do you got for number 3, Nemo?
Well, number 3, you partly stole from me, but it's basically to play with your friends and the community. The Diablo has one of the best communities around. There are so many awesome people playing Diablo. They've been playing it for so long. You can get in, you can like, even if you're a new player and you've never played Diablo, you can jump in and people will help you. People will power level you. People will explain how the soul works. It's a really, really great place. And again, you can play with your friends. That's super fun when you get 3 or 4 people together.
Yeah, I completely agree. And there's a lot of people that I watch over on Twitch that are still playing Diablo 3, pulling huge audiences. I mean, Riker is one of them. We have Leviathan over there as well. And, you know, just some great content creators doing a lot of streaming. So the game is not only getting support in-game, but it's also getting support, you know, on the live streams and stuff like that. Who is your, do you watch any streams for any of this stuff or not really?
I do actually. Riker's always, he's so knowledgeable. So, yeah. And I like him, and Leviathan as well. He's actually cool as well. So I do watch him.
Yeah, there's one other person that I have been frequenting, and actually when I'm on Twitch, I always send my feed over to him. I'm going to let you guys know who that streamer is at the end of this video. So if you want to know a sweet live stream, probably my favorite Diablo 3 live stream, stick around till the end of the video. I'll tell you who it is, and you can go check him out as well. Now, Nemo, you have a 4th and final tip for us as to why we should be playing Diablo 3 before Immortal comes out. I mean, yeah, we kind of did title this video Diablo 3 versus Diablo Immortal, but they're so different. But tell us your 4th tip, man.
My 4th tip is to get ready for Immortal. To take off the rust, unless, you know, if you haven't played in a while, right, to take off the rust. Or if you're new and you're excited for Immortal, this will be an absolutely fantastic way to get a head start, because Immortal is going to be a bite-sized version of Diablo with just a bunch more stuff. But if you haven't learned it or if you haven't played it, that's the amazing way to get into it, to find out what kind of a maybe character you're going to have, or what kind of gear sets are you into. Are you going to want to play with a barb? Are you going to be more of a DPS person where you're playing with a demon hunter? Are you going to be more of a healing person? There's a lot of different aspects to it, so it'd be a good thing for you to kind of jump in, power level, get ready, play all this stuff, get a feel for it, so when you get into Immortal, you can hit the ground running and know kind of what character you're going to want to get into right away.
Yeah, and I second that, especially if you've never played any Diablo games before. If you've never played them before, first of all, you don't know what you're missing because it's really that amazing, but, you know, it'll give you the opportunity to get a feel for what the whole game is about. Now, Nemo, you said that Immortal is going to be a bite-sized rendition of Diablo 3, but I'll tell you what, man, I think it's going to be a big bite. I don't think we're just looking at a little piece of what Diablo is. I think there's going to be a lot more to it than a lot of people are thinking, and I know you know that too yourself. You're just using different terminology there, but, you know, I think the game is going to have so much depth to it. And now I also realize, side note, that some people that are really excited about Diablo Immortal are excited because they don't have the ability to play Diablo on PC or on console. For those of you that are that person, I have a whole series out in the channel where I compare Diablo Immortal to other mobile games in the similar genre. We've done it with a bunch already, including Path of Exile Mobile, which is going to be coming out at some point as well. And I have one coming out in, I don't know, 3 days from now on a game called, and I'm looking at my notes right now, it's called Bladebound it's called. And that game is a bite-sized version of Diablo. I'm not telling you that it's an amazing game, but it's a really fun game to play and gives me the feel. So look forward to that video as well. And we also did say that I would let you guys know the streamer that I've been frequenting over on Twitch. And I know you know who it is, Nemo, so I'm not going to sit here and pretend that you don't, but we're talking about Bloodshed. He is an amazing streamer. The guy streams for 8 hours a day. He comes out of California, and he lives and breathes Diablo. Not only is he a cool guy, but he's just extremely good and knowledgeable about Diablo, so check out his streams. If you do, tell him that Echo sent you. You know, maybe him and I'll be buds one day. I don't know. But, you know, check him out. Lots of fun stream and just a good guy overall. So since this video was titled Comparing the Two Games, I will tell you that Diablo Immortal, the graphics that you're going to be getting on that game, you know, they're superior to what we're having right here from Diablo 3. With that being said, Diablo 3 is a much older game, so that makes complete sense. But it is crazy what is capable, what mobile devices, you know, tablets or phones are capable of right now as far as the graphics go and how smooth and the fluidity of the gameplay. So the gameplay is going to be sweet. The action is very much the same. The controls are very different. So if you're a PC elitist, you know, you can still use BlueStacks or other mirroring programs to play Diablo Immortal on the PC as well if you really are upset or concerned about the controls. But Nemo, I think we hit this one on the head and really talked a good depth about why people should be playing Diablo 3 as they're waiting for Diablo Immortal, and a little bit of comparison of the both. Any last things you want to say before we head out for the day?
Well, I'm super excited. I still play Diablo. I played Diablo 3 for a long time, and I'm still playing it because I'm getting my skills fresh and ready. I cannot wait for Immortal to come out because I know I'm gonna start with the Barbarian class. I'm super excited about that, and I'm ready to play. So why are we there yet?
Yeah, I feel that, man. And guys, let me know your thoughts on Immortal and Immortal versus Diablo 3. You could let me know down in the comments below, or you can come over to my Instagram at Echo Gaming Media. I think that's it. You can find a link in the description, and we could talk over there as well. Give a follow, drop a purple and a blue heart just to show that Echo love. But for now, we're getting out of here. I want to remind you guys that I am live streaming on Twitch Monday through Thursday. I may even start doing Fridays as well. I'm doing that from 12 noon Eastern time. It's probably 2 or 3 every single day. We're doing Clash of Clans, and I plan on doing some Diablo 3 over there as well until Diablo Immortal comes out, and then I'll make that transition over. We're also doing live streams right here on YouTube Friday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern time. That's going to be on my main channel, which is Echo Gaming, where I focus on exclusively mobile games. So hopefully you guys come through. Links to all that goodness is in the description of this video, as well as the link to Nemo's channel, which I'd love for you guys to go check out. Tell him Echo sent you, and you know, give the guy some love. But Nemo, thanks so much for coming through, man.
Thanks so much for having me. I want to again thank the entire Echo fam for having me here. I'm super excited. This is so much fun. I can't wait to play with all of you. Super pumped.
Yeah, me too, man. So we're out of here, guys. Thank you so much for sticking through until the end of the video. If you made it to this point, hashtag made it in the comments below. But we're out of here for today. See you next time in another video or live stream. And until then, be good.